What's up guys, welcome back for another Yugioh Pro Duel video. The new TCG ban list was revealed earlier today, so let's try out, I think, one of the bigger, if not the biggest deck coming back, or at least the potential of this deck coming back from our ban list, I guess. So Brionac going back to 3, Cyberstein is also coming back to the TCG after like 10 years, I guess. It's just a tech in here. I mean, I guess it's fine, but you know, it doesn't really go well with, you know, your Nekroz of Unicorn. So you have to keep that in mind, but the only target here in the extra deck is of course ElectricMudkip, and potentially, well, you can pop your Cyberstein off of Valkyrus, again not making sure you keep your weak monster on the field. The build definitely needs work, but again basically the same all staple, adding in multiple Brionac. Megazaborg is still quite ridiculous here in this deck, just 3 Tribute Father here with your Incantation, sending like Toad, Herald or whatever to the graveyard. Hardest matchups, I'm looking at Thunder Dragon, so Book of Eclipse might be a main deck staple. Next to, well, Impermanence, right, Evenly Matched might also be main deckable going second. This deck definitely feels that it's strong going second with Trishula and Tenko Sekka. Let's not forget Tenko Sekka. I mean, Altergeist is unhindered by the current list or the upcoming list, and I'm looking at Floodgates. Deck is huge, at least a big weakness against Floodgates, and of course hand traps, so against traps, I'm looking at Tenko Sekka. Indulgence might be a main deck staple, although it's quite dangerous, especially because of Megazaborg and the Heralds, right? Since it's quite random of sending your extra deck monsters to the graveyard. Again, going first this time thanks to the incantations, and I can't, you know, feature new Nekroz if I don't include a game featuring Megazaborg and the insane amount of pluses you can do featuring Megazaborg. The Toad, well, double Toad add again, and yeah, of course triple Herald as well. No destruction sadly thanks to Antis, but still getting like 5 searches, it's incredible strong. Kaleidoscope getting both Valkyrus and Unicorn on the field. By the way, testing against Salamangreats, only against Salamangreats, is an upcoming deck in the TCG. It's very strong. So let's see how the matchup is. Going first, you as an Nekroz player do have the advantage of getting that one of Unicorn as soon as possible on the field. That's your MVP. Again, I can't see any more powerful cards against an extra deck based deck like, for example, Salamangreats. Okay, they can potentially attack over your Unicorn quite easily if you don't have the Valkyrus defense, or if they have Call by the Grave, but still, you have so many pluses, and they already had to make like very awkward plays to get over, or at least get a strong beat stick on board to either suicide or attack over your Unicorn. So 1 card in hand, not really sure if I was able to get rid of it. I don't think so. So like a dead monster, but that's again basically a target for Trishula to get banished. So quite of an easy duel. I mean, if you can get off Megazaborg, 5 searches, that's more than unfair. Although the play is quite weak to hand traps, so I think it's fine, balanced out. Going second this time, the opponent opens up really well. I mean, well, not really sure, did I waste my Edge Blossom here? It's still iffy to see when do I activate my Edge Blossom against Salamangreats. I think I used it on the Rota Searcher? I forgot its name, you know which one I mean. But still, he had a perfect follow-up place. He's going for the horse, and you know, these names, right? Jaguar, Jaguar, getting back the level 3 one, so I don't think I can win this one. So here, my plan was, I think, was it Trish? Yeah, I did have the option to go for Trishula by tributing the incantations on the field, and, well, wishful thinking, I guess, especially with 2 sets, and still, but yeah, I think we knew the 1 card in hand, so basically the 2 sets that were, at least that had the potential to prevent the Trishula from activating. And the thing is that with this deck getting back Shurit, you can definitely play around something like Solemn Strike. You know, put Trishula Chainlink 1, Shurit Chainlink 2, so that's quite good. But still, if your opponent opened up quite perfect, quite nice here in this duel, it's very hard to come back after that. So, yeah, again, this is more than enough to, well, yeah, to attack for game, right? No follow-up plays on my part. Going first again, triple Brionac in the main deck, 50 cards. But again, like always, feel free to leave suggestions to see. Well, I think I can definitely drop some cards from the main deck, maybe lower down on the incantation engine, but still needs more testing. getting the MVP on the field as soon as possible, being Unicorn. If I have the option, I can definitely go for Valkyries as well, getting those extra draws. Again, ending with 6 cards, hopefully drawing into, you know, impermanence, hand traps or whatever. He did have one of the answers to immediate first turn Unicorn, being the what's it called? Impermanence negating the Unicorn. I guess it's fine. Still have the Edge Blossom. Edge Blossom proved to be very clutch here. Yeah, indeed, no follow-up plays. 3 back row though, but you know, those might be bluffs due to Trishula not leaving a card in hand, I guess. So using the book, getting back something from my grave, being the Kaleidoscope, I think. But yeah, basically just, you know, like special summon multiple Nekroz monsters. He does negate the Kaleidoscope with Solemn Warning, but I guess it's cool. Just using the cycle, get back Brionac back to 3. Feels so good, especially with Shurit, having access to Shurit. I might main deck Decisive Armor again, especially because of Shurit coming back, or yeah, I might do that. But anyway, so going second this time, and again this feels quite iffy, using Impermanence on the Ladybug, but he does have the perfect follow-up play, having the Rota for Salamangreats, and you know, now we can just drop Gazelle and still have so many possible plays, right? Maybe Impermanence here would have been much better. Let's not forget it's like the Monster Reborn as well, the once per turn Monster Reborn Soul Charge like card. So again, his field, or his opening hand was very, very solid. Normal summon the Manju Searcher, Manju trying to get a Surge, but okay, the one-off hand trap is fine, I can still play around that, right? Strike is also good, still have many more options to play around his field, dropping the, what's it called, Talismandra to get a Ritual Monster Surge, and this was very important. Again, Wolf activating, but the Unicorn preventing that. And try to make somewhat of a comeback, but Salamangreat's having that built-in grave protection effect by banishing the Link one again quite strong, and now it's basically game over. I mean, yeah, no Valkyries in hand to protect the Unicorn, and that was very, very important. I don't think I had the option to, you know, get like another Valkyrie Surge, so he's able to get rid of both my monsters, leave the Valk on board, since he will just get back, what is it called, like the Fire Lake, yeah, Burning Abyss Fire Lake for Salamangreats. It's crazy how the deck can maintain advantage and search or get back the resources from its graveyard. So I think you know he had that searches, although I do have a couple of options, I guess. He does use the Rage, popping Valkyries, but I don't think we'll use Cycles, Shurit, etc, etc. Brionac trying to bounce back a couple of cards. Okay, he's going to use the draw effect, I guess, but yeah, Trishula will just get roared, I believe, the names of, you know, the Infinity Barrier, basically, get Edge Blossomed, and I believe I'm going to, yeah, indeed, doesn't really matter, right? He's just going to recycle everything back again next turn, no reason to waste time. Last example, going first again, definitely a solid opening hand. Again, Kaleidoscope for both Unicorn and Valkyries, getting the extra draw, sadly no protection, or well, doesn't really matter, right? Getting Unicorn first turn on board was the important, the much needed move here, the much needed card on the field. It makes your opponent making like awkward moves, unless they have like a Kaiju or an Impermanence, right? But still, okay, the Link 3 is cool. Using the, yeah, indeed, preparation of rites to search out, I believe, the Incantation Ritual, which we are getting next week, if I'm not mistaken, in the new upcoming set. Using Kaleidoscope, again, getting the, what's it called, Clauselus as well on the field. Maybe I should have put Clauselus in attack position, just an extra beat stick, because of this. Again, Unicorn is going to get negated. I guess it's fine, right? Still have a potential Mega Support here, but that one of back row is still very threatening. He does use it, so now I can just go for Mega Support in main phase 2 and get like a +6. Again, ridiculous card. It's quite easy countered, but if your opponent does not have the answer, that's basically a win button, a win condition. Again, like searching 7 cards in total, I think 5 or 6 off of yeah, 5 I think off of Mega Support and 2 Ritual Spell Searches, and that one set is definitely not going to help. So drop the Manju, eventually getting another search here with the Pen Silver is the OCG name, not really sure about the TCG name, but using Kaleidoscope is going to get warning, but whatever, right? Still have a couple of other Ritual Spells ready to eventually attack for a game. So I'm super excited for this new upcoming battle with Cyberstein. I think it's a decent tech, but it's not really searchable, so it might might be a bit random. Keep in mind that, you know, Cyberstein going for Exterior doesn't really go well with Unicore. Then again, Unicore at 1, so you won't always have Unicore on your field. The deck definitely needs work. Like always, feel free to leave suggestions. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.